And welcome back. Today we're looking at a team that works for Ultra League and Holiday Cup, but specifically Holiday Cup, Virizion, Warren and the Dino. Standard movesets, except we're going to be using Stone Edge on the Virizion. So let's get into the games. Yeah, very, very solid lead there, and on the swap, a bit of a joke. Now how this team works is it's grass, double ice. Obviously it's got that ABB thing happening. Just a team I came up with. No, I'm kidding. One of the Team Timber members, Egon, came up with this team, and it's actually really, really good. So not too much to say about this game, but what we're going to do in these games here is we're just going to go through how you play various matchups. In principle, the team kind of has its own thing going, but we're just going to look at specific matchups, especially when you lose lead in particular. Anyway, this one was definitely a bit spicy with the Galarian Moltres in the back. Alright, let's get into the second game here and see if this is one. Okay, so Virizion lead. Okay, so this is a really, really easy one. Chances are it could be a mirror team. And what the opposition Virizion players do, they either try and work out if they're going to win CMP, and if they do, they normally throw that last move, or they try and catch. So what I generally do is I don't throw the last move. I'll just play it out like what's happening here. I don't throw this move. I don't even try. This next move I've got, I don't even try. I actually want to lose lead. So all I'm doing here is not throwing. If they did try and catch, I'd go into the Aurorus, but what I was doing there, and what most people generally do, they've obviously swapped straight into the Greedent here, but Shadow Warren should be able to, provided they throw to win CMP and don't have excess energy, the Warren can actually farm down the Virizion without having to take a move. So you've basically got an Ice Spear's worth of energy when their backline comes in. And so yeah, that's how you should play it. Don't throw that last move on the Virizion mirror in the lead. Anticipate a catch. But yeah, otherwise don't throw and come in and farm down. So yeah, they've tried to catch there, and they know this is going to hurt, so they've opted to shield there. Be able to get the Meteor Beam off here, but that's how you play the Virizion mirror lead. It's very, very rare that there'll be a goon in the back, and if there is, it's pretty much auto loss anyway, so that's how you play that one when you've got that particular lead. And as you can see here in the back line, we've got shields down, and Warren's going to make a mess of this Dino, and should be able to farm that down. Alright, next game. Let's see if we get a bad lead this time. Okay, Giratina, obviously a bad lead. Straight into the Warren, always your safe swap. Golem comes in. Okay, so it looks like this could be Rock Throw. So I always bait the first move here. They're always going to shield it. They're going to throw here to get one of our shields, and often, yeah, look, I'm more than happy to throw the Earthquake there. I don't think you get to another move even if you bait again, but I've baited again. But yeah, throw the bait once, throw the Earthquake on the second move, then come in with the Virizion and farm it all the way down. And you have heaps of energy going out, and it's pretty much just, can Aurorus beat what's in the back? And it can, yeah. So, and they've quit there. So easy kill that one. Alright, next game. I've got a Golem on the lead again. Good for us. They're coming with Virizion. Okay, so this is pretty tricky. Some of them run Leaf Blade, Stone Edge. I wonder if this is one of those. Let's see if they throw. No, they've got Sacred Sword. Okay, so the goal here is to leave with a Sacred Sword and get them low enough where you can come in with Warren and just farm it down. You're probably going to cop a move. So right there, leave with the Sacred Sword, farm this down, take a Sacred Sword. It's definitely going to hurt for sure. Alright, now they're going to bring the Golem back in. We can get to the Earthquake here, but again, this is another bait situation. It's an insta-kill, so it's definitely worth baiting, because now you should be able to, they've got a throw, and we can get to the Earthquake, so we can take their other shield here, so it's probably worth doing. And we're going to do that. And then they're going to farm us down. At that stage, oh, we get to another move. At that stage, you could probably swap out because shields are down, but couldn't get out, and it's A9 here, so obviously it's Powder Snow, but it's not really going to mean much. Probably should have farmed up a little bit more energy, potentially. but it's not going to matter here because we can just shield here and Powder Snow down. Yeah, so yeah, you're seeing a lot of baiting here, but it's kind of calculated in most respects. Alright, next game, it's another Virizion lead, so we definitely know how to play this one. I'm not sure if this team is different, but all we're going to do is throw Sacred Swords, and on that last one, we're going to let them, generally speaking, my Virizion always loses CMP anyway, so, but yeah, the tactic here is definitely to just lose. So don't throw this last one. They're throwing their second last one here. They're going to reach this move at the same time as us. Let's see what they do. They've thrown straight away. That's fine by us. We can then come in the wall run. Let's see if they stay in that. Once again, they've swapped. So we've obviously got that Powder Snow extra damage. Here you would throw because the actual move, because it's not going to KO, so they're unlikely to shield that one. We can then take the Earthquake, throw the next Earthquake, and then see what they want to do. And they've decided to let it go. Now this bit's a little bit more tricky, but we're going to bait here. Oh no, we're not. We're going to go straight for the move, and we're shielding Meteor Beam. We're throwing the Earthquake here, and they've let it go. So yeah, and that's the end of that. So yeah, that game could have gone either way, but that's generally how you've got to play that game. Talonflame lead. Alright, terrible lead. Straight into War Run, see what they want to do. Alright, Ampharos is a really interesting one. Same deal again, you bait here. This will insta-kill them if they don't. So you just bait, and then what you want to do is just throw the next Ice Spear. So you've got shield advantage. They've still got to throw to kill you. They definitely can't farm down. And he's throwing Brutal Swing to get a bit of extra chip there. But look how low he is. We already have shield advantage. Talonflame was the lead. All we need to do here, even with a Focus Blast, all we need to do here is just farm it down. This should be a Brutal Swing, which will survive. Yeah, so farm it down. We've got the Stone Edge here. We just swapped straight into the Virizion there because they were probably aware of the Stone Edge situation. But yeah, you can just bank that move and swap if you like, or you can throw it first if you want to get that shield advantage first. But in this case, they knew what was up, so they brought the Virizion in instead. Well, we've still got shield advantage here. It does slightly outpace. So, yeah, shielding that was kind of like a bit of a waste. I guess we got it a little bit lower. Probably had to shield it there anyway because the health on our Virizion isn't amazing. But basically, we've built up enough energy now that we can kill this thing, and we should be able to get to the Stone Edge. And that's the end of the Talonflame. See you later, buddy. Alright, so the next one here. Gliscor lead. Another absolutely horrible lead. If you had Leaf Blade, it's not as bad. Okay, so Magneton comes in. Now, I'm not sure if... Yeah, okay, I'm shielding here. Alright, so I've worked out a better way to play this matchup since doing this, but here I'm baiting. But anyway, you actually survive. You actually survive one move from a Magneton, so you are actually better off building to the Earthquake, baiting, taking the discharge, and then getting the shield, and then throwing the Ice Spear. They will farm you down, but they won't shield that Ice Spear, and it kind of gets them down reasonably low, and then the Virizion can come in and farm all the way down without shielding. And by doing that, you actually keep both your shields. I still win this game, but in other games that I've played out this way, having shields down like this is really, really risky. For instance, here they go into Jellicent. This is a fairly common team. Now, the Jellicent can outpace you. They'll get to the Shadow Ball here, but I'm pretty sure Jellicent can actually... Yeah, I'm not sure if it beats you or not, but in this case it doesn't. Which is lucky, but playing this matchup better, you keep your shield, is actually the better way to play it. But yeah, this Night Slash won't kill. Oh, it's Earthquake. Well, that's even better because we've got this move, and yeah, those Powder Snows did so much damage that the Stone Edge will kill. But in that case, Magneton, when you save swap, oh, this is another good lead for us. But yeah, Magneton save swap, don't shield, build to Earthquake, bait, then throw the Ice Spear. And don't shield. Keep both your shields. It's actually a better play. So like, let's say there's a Jellicent in the back or something like that. Two shields to one up actually works better. Alright, so in this case, their Giratina is such an annoying mon. In this case, we're actually going to push to get their second shield, but in a lot of cases, especially if they want to shield the Giratina twice, I'm happy to keep both my shields and lose switch. Mainly because Virizion with Stone Edge can pretty much take anything in the back, including Ninetales if it has a shield, charm or otherwise. So we can take a Blast Burn comfortably here, and we're just going straight for the nuke to see what they want to do. They're shielding that. We should still get to a Weather Ball here, and this will KO. It's a Shadow. So that still works for us. And it's bye-bye Charizard. And they've let that go. Alright, so in the next game here, it's Giratina lead. See that a lot. Bad lead. Go straight into the wall run, and don't do what I did. You don't need to throw straight away if they're staying in. Definitely don't do that. Anyway, we're going to make up for it a bit here. This Gyro Ball won't KO, and we can go for the bait here. So yeah, we're just making up for the fact he made a nice catch. We can now shield here to get his last shield, which we're definitely going to do, and he's probably going to look to farm down, but with that shield gone, we're in much better shape here. Sandslash is really annoying for this team, but if you play it well enough, it's not too bad. It can't really take a hit, the old Sandslash, so as you're going to see here, a Sacred Sword does a lot of damage. Anyway, we shield up, they swap slightly late into their Aurorus. Even if they bait here now, we'll be able to farm this down. So they're going for the bait, potentially, but we can shield, and they've baited, and as you can see here, we can farm it down. And all we need to do, Virizion can take Giratina if you can get a Weather Ball off, particularly if it's a boosted Weather Ball. So, I mean, we're not going to need it, but in some games that will be how it plays out. But in this game, yeah, as you can see, Aurora Sweep is a pretty trending sort of thing. Alright, let's go into the next game. Aurora's lead, this is really good for us. They'll swap out for sure. We'll go into Giratina. And now, let's see what happens here. Some of them definitely like to try and get switch from you, but Aurora's lead for us isn't too bad. If we've got a shield advantage, our Aurorus will definitely smash things in the back, so definitely worth doing. And they've let it go, which is fine by us. It's an Aurorus in the lead, but they'll still have to throw to beat us, so we'll pressure the Earthquake here and see what they decide to do, and we get to it. So I'm not sure, are they maybe over farming here? That's fine, even if they over farm. They have over farmed a fair bit. But Virizion can take hits. It's not too bad. It can definitely take 1 or 2 Weather Balls without too much trouble. And we don't need it anymore. Great catch by them. I don't know what they caught on. Their own Virizion. Okay, that's really bad for us. But a little bit like when you play a Virizion in the lead, you just want to leave with a Sacred Sword if you can. And yeah, you don't have to shoot their moves, which is good. But we can definitely pressure here. And if we can get shields down, we should be okay. We'll definitely have to shield this. And then let's see what they want to do. Oh no, we're going to KO them here. That's good. And then they can go for the beam here. But Sacred Sword should definitely KO from here. They don't have enough energy, we can just get our move and then we can KO. Right, so that's how to play some of the matchups. As you can see there was some games where we didn't win lead, but yeah, the general trend of the team is ABB, save shields in the back for Aurora so it can Meteor Beam stuff. There is a little bit of baiting involved, but with some clever baiting, you can just about beat any team.